at the top of Nevis Range, at the top of the red run, and with Cole, Evan, we're going to do a full run, and then we're going to cross over and do the jumps at the end for some enjoyment. He's at the pug. Here we go.
Okay, so we're off. Yeah, so it used to be called the Red Run. It was originally designed to be a red run, but in the end it ended up being a bit too difficult. So this first section is actually quite pleasant. Bit of speed, get into it. Nice little false sense of security. And now onto the first bit of nasty boardwalk. So my heart rate actually gets up really high on this descent, and there's a few times I speak to the camera and just say what my heart rate's at, but it maxed out at 191, which I looked at afterwards. A little thumbs up for the camera there. So there's loads of sections of really high speed boardwalk, and there's also sections of incredibly high speed rocks just like that there. This right hand corner is difficult to get good.
Oh, my heart rate's going to be getting up now.
This next section down here becomes incredibly high speed on the precarious boardwalk, and this next left corner you do not want to go off the side of. Nice little gap off the boardwalk there. I really like this section. It's quite short, but in between the two bits of boardwalk, and it's really good fun. I like to gap over that set of water bars just because it's incredibly harsh on your wheels otherwise, but it's a bit of a leap.
Bottom of the climb, and my heart rate.
Okay, this is the first climb. So I just looked at my heart rate there, and I think it was 177, and then it goes up to 186 or something in this little short climb. This bit's cool, you're bouncing through, gapping over rocks, hitting square edges or trying not to hit square edges, and then into another tiny little climb. You want to carry as much speed as you can up that climb so you're on the edge going down that last bumpy straight.
My heart rate is 186. Woo! This is good training.
Never thought to mention before as well though, look at the beautiful view. I think the GoPro maybe detracts from the view a little bit, but it's fantastic. And that's into the most awkward bit of the whole track there, pretty much. Real tech, like steppy and tight, and there's like little pedal catching rocks. Here comes an absolute danger gap on the boardwalk. Pull up, over the, and then fast. Try and brake for the tight corners. Okay, now this bit I just stopped talking altogether on the camera because I was just on full focus, like just charging down these rocks. There's loads of square edges and holes to fall into, and you basically have to get the line like perfect to the inch. Otherwise your front wheel's just going to go in a huge hole and basically take you down. Getting through the fence there, it always feels like you've just achieved the nastiest bit of the track, and you can kind of relax into it now a wee bit. There's just some cool sandy turns. You do have to keep your wits around you, but you're not just charging down jaggedy, harsh rocks, so it's quite nice. This bit's quite cool, it's like a little bit of a luge. This river crossing now is pretty sketchy. Doesn't even look that bad on the GoPro as always, but it's quite a sketchy river crossing back there. And then now we get onto the section that's kind of like a trail centre, like it's that kind of rubbly, marbly dirt, and it's not super steep. The hardest bit of the track is kind of past, so this is just kind of like any UK trail centre a wee bit now, meandering down through the woods. It's quite nice. Oh, my back wheel went off the edge there. You don't even really see it in the GoPro other than that I've lost all my speed, but I remember at the time the back wheel drifted off the edge and I did a bit of a foot stomp to rescue it. Here comes a big old pointy takeoff to flat. Boing! Bottom out.
And we're done. At the end, my heart rate's 183. Let's see how the boys are getting on. We're going to go along and do the bottom of the downhill track now, instead of the happy ending, which is the track you'd normally go on to, just because we want to do some jumps to finish the day.
So this is us on the bottom of the downhill track. Bit of jumps to end the day. Follow young Evan here. He's boosted that one. But I think my extra weight has allowed me to almost jump onto his back there, so I pushed down there because I didn't want there to be a collision. There's the famous Tiso jump, as I'd call it, where people would jump into the arena like area if there was a race on, and this is where all the sort of crowd would be watching. It's quite cool. And we're done.